Well, good evening everyone, hello and welcome to Gavra Racing once again for the penultimate time this week for F1 here. So today we're here for the Super League, as today we're here with the 10th speed once again for the final time, unfortunately, this week. So we're going to be seeing unfortunately only 14 drivers. Not a lot, but something to see, hopefully. But at the moment, everyone joining, welcome and hello. So let's just have a quick look at Toussaint here. So we're gonna get on board with a lap with the Barbadian driver, as now he's gonna go into turn 1 here, over 200 miles an hour, brake just at the 100-meter board, very hard braking zone here. Use all the curb on the inside and get the exit, the foot planted to the floor, and now it's foot to the floor now through Curva Grande, now into the De La Rosa chicane. Is now Toussaint is now going to be trying to evade that as nicely as he could, as he actually does that really nice, and he's going to now go through these sets of corners now through into the second DRS straight, as now we're gonna see very high speeds as Toussaint now through to Ascari, so purple middle sector. So Toussaint doing a pretty decent lap at the moment for him, as he's gonna try and give it everything now to the final corner, as his teammate Unique J lets him pass, but Toussaint now through the final corner, through Parabolica, nicely done, and now he's going to cross the line, but he goes into the pits. Evening to Tekkers, evening to you. So so at the moment we've got Pope, who is at the moment first in the qualifying standing. So Pope is first with Volanic pretty close behind, so Volanic doing a very good job. Maybe he feels very nice around their circuit, as Wiggly Style P3, so Wiggly Style continuing that very nice form he's been putting recently this season. Toussaint now P4, Tajiri 5th, so not that far behind from Toussaint, about 3/10, but MC Co really super close. Then we've got Bornini, so the start kick is just about to start his lap. JMB Cyril in his first outing in the Super League, so it's probably his first bite of the cherry when it comes to 0 assists. F1 lover, definitely going to look to improve here at Monza. Let the Bilimisu as invalidates. Let's see Jutsikev here, 53.4, and Matt, the purple middle sector there for him, as he spins and in just about misses the wall. Yeah, and at Ascari, that was a super close call there for the Swiss driver, and that is very close to basically chaos. Piero through the final corner. Let's see what can the Frenchman do in the Alpha Tauri. They're getting a nice exit now, getting the car nicely pointed to the line, as he does go fastest by 0.08 of a second, and that's provisional pole for the French driver. So tonight it seems, so we could be invited to a wet race here finally, and it's going to be a very interesting. So Piero provisional pole with Pope now on an out lap, but let's see Wiggly Style. Let's go on board lap with the Ferrari driver. So down into turn, brake just after 100-meter board, brakes a bit too late there. Nothing too serious there from the Swedish driver. Now through now Curva Grande, and you want to just get the car nicely positioned now into De La Rosa, scrubbing as least speed as possible, turning the drive and axle as low as possible, braking just maybe before the 100-meter board, not before 100, that's too early braking, but now through Lesmos 1 and 2 now, as executing them pretty nicely there, bit maybe too safe for track limits. There's yellow flags at sector 3, so we'll slow down probably Piero in the AlphaTauri. So as Spooky Style said, a purple middle sector, so at the moment going all nice and sound for the Swedish driver. So Ferrari looking good as with just Wiggly Style flying the flag. As now through Parabolica goes Wiggly Style, as now we're gonna have a very good see. How will Wiggly Style do? Will he gonna get, is he gonna maybe go to the front row? He does not. He improves by 2 tenths, but I believe he's invalidated, or maybe his lap didn't go by. Sorry there, but yeah, hello to F. Geordie, hello to Kevin Jutsi, Robert Codfather, hello to Tabby Dopdex, good evening to you, good evening everyone. So, poll time, I believe it is a 1 minute 20.3 for Premier Series. Not the Academy, the freshman, I believe 1 minute 20.2 Gavra, I'm not sure, but I think it's a 1 minute 20.2. Pure Pope now got flying, he's 2 tenths up, unfortunately that's yes, but yeah, Pope is invalidated. MC Kawili slowing down there, so he's going to box. Let's see now, 2 safe now on a lap. Let's just have as he actually is not, as he's just really finished his lap. Centuri now to Ascari, but he's slowed down, so a lot of drivers now going into the pits. Wiggly Style as well. We've got Unique J in the garage now as we speak. But that's someone making a bit of a small jump at it, but even getting ahead of Centuri, goes into P8 and 5-10 behind his good friend 2 Saints, who's around 5 tenths ahead, which is a pretty big gap, but hopefully he'll try and close it down. But pretty close margins, 4 tenths between the top 7. It is pretty tight. Freshman was. Oh, so at the moment, at 1 minute 20.3 was in the Premier Series, and Piero, who has a good bite to the cherry. Yes, it was a 124, I believe, but 20.4. But yeah, let's just have a quick insight on Pierre. We're going to go on board with a French driver for another onboard lap, but it goes in an in lap. I thought it was going to be his out lap, but he manages, he wants to go for an in lap. Pope now through the final corner very soon. Born Evil there, maybe distracting him a bit. Pope through the final corner, and you get a very small section from Bonnie as he does box. I have a 121.7, but not shown on the stream. Oh, well, that's really unfortunate, but yeah, everyone now just pitting. But let's see what could F1 up to the line goes the Aston Martin, does go P2, big jump there from the British driver, gets into P2, fantastic. And 5 milliseconds ahead of his teammate Pope Tabes. Oh, a new glitch will you improve it? Yeah, Jutica will definitely improve it, but we've got Unique J here warming up, as well as a lot of drivers here in the pits now preparing for their final runs or penultimate runs if they want to go right now. As now we're going to see, I don't know, I've probably top 7. Yeah, top 7 are incredibly close, as obviously we love to see some very close margins. So let's see what can Unique J do. So now into turbo, just brake at 100 meters, but locks up the brakes slightly and gets a very good exit out of turns 1 and 2. Now through Curva Grande goes with Unique J, and it's all looking very nice for Unique J, so fair play for him. 5 milliseconds up on his time at the moment, so it's all to play for here for Unique J, and one mere mistake could ruin his lap, and he might be fueled just for one run. But now through Lesmond 2 now all nice and clean there, sending it there through Lesmo too. But now on to DRS. Now DRS is open over 200 miles an hour. There's yellow flags. As that is, I believe, Bonnie. That's not Bonnie. That's not Bonnie. I think that's Volanic slowing down. No, that's Star Kicker slowing down as he retires, I believe, from the session. But Unique J now through the final corner. Goes Unique, and let's see what can he do. Across the line, gets a very good exit, does not invalidate through the final corner, but he does get a good exit, and he's 42 thousandths behind his best time, so that is very unfortunate, as that is going to be very unfortunate for him, as that's a very slender margin there from him, but he is probably looking to go for another run, it looks like, as his fuel mark or fuel tint is not showing, so I believe it might be for another one, but it looks like it's not that good. But let's go with a lap of 2.8 now. Let's go with the onboard lap. They're gonna turn off the UIs, and now we're gonna have an onboard with 2.8 now for a lap of the Italian Grand Prix. So all Monza, all the temper of speed if you wish, but now into someone brake at the 100 meter board, get the car nicely rotated and use all the runoff. Don't use orange sausage curve because that will fly you off and ruin your lap. Now through Curva Grande, stay tight to the right and you'll gain a mere amount of time, as you will need that time. Now through, brake a bit early, maybe 100 meter board, using as much curb there, so does not use a bit of curb on the outside of now Lesmo 1, all smooth at the moment, all to say. Lesmo 2 does a very good job just on the edge of invalidation there, as now we're going to face some traffic. He will have a nice slipstream here from the Alpine, I believe probably Bonivo or MC Coeli's now through a Ascari chicane. Make sure you don't lose the rear here, the wheel's going to be screaming. And they will, and he could spin, but 2.6 now through, now approaching Parabolica, now preparing, brake just after the 50 meter board, now getting the car nicely curled in, and use the runoff if needed, and now just get the car now pointed to the line, and it's going to be a 1 minute 20.5, so 2.8 not improving. And then let's see what can Jutsikev do now through Parabolica. Goes Jutsikev now through the final course, his final chance to get a good lap in here for Jutsikev to the line. Goes Jutsikev, he improves just about to get ahead of Wigisel, who's on a lap. No, he's not, as that is going to end qualifying, I believe so, according to the game. As Pope is on pole for this Italian Grand Prix. Yes, that is confirmation. It is qualifying over, and that is Pope Tabes, the Aston Martin Championship lead, I believe, on pole position for this Italian Grand Prix. Piero P2, so you can be pretty happy with that performance. F1 Lover, great performance with 300ths. To spare from Bonivo, and super close between the Alpine teammates, just about 100 separated between them. 4 tenths slower than yesterday. Good lap, Pope. Yeah, very unfortunate there for you, but that is as I go to the restaurant. But Pope Tabes lines up on pole position by 10th clear of Piero, F1 Lover, Bonnie MC Coeli, just within a 10th or 500ths or 400ths, I should say, between each other. Unique J6 and Volanic just 2 milliseconds behind him, and to Saint about 300ths behind Volanic, as to Saint lines at PA, hoping he'll get better, a better result. Jutsikev in P9, Wigislav P10, Billy Misu, Jamie Surreal, Chinchiri and Star Kicker round off the grid for this race. So strategy. So time for the strategies, or the L plan, or the master plan, whatever you wish. So It's gonna be a soft to medium, as obviously a soft to hard. Obviously, you need a lot of grip. But I forgot there is rain forecast for maybe the Grand Prix. I hope so, but maybe there's not. But there is rain forecast, so Gavra was saying the right thing, as it is gonna be wet for the start of the race, and now the drivers are gonna now have a chance to get their wet setup ready and are gonna get prepared for this. But it's rain, so action will commence, as we definitely it's gonna be an absolutely fantastic race. Hopefully it'll be a lot of great racing, but maybe a bit of chaos. I do it like in Montreal. You know it, Kevin. You know it, Kev. But yeah, we have got rain here. It's gonna be into conditions, as the drivers are now gonna make sure those inters are definitely up to temperature, because if they're not, then there's a good chance of a spin. Minor curbs should be fun. Well, like you said a couple of days ago, I'm not sure on Tuesday or to yesterday, but rain and curbs is a great combination. But yeah, definitely should be very fun for the Grand Prix. So the drivers are now going to be warming up their tyres, as we're going to have a very good race hopefully. So obviously on Tuesday we had 4 safety cars and 1 PSC. And that was a very, very annoying thing, but I believe it's to reduce, and if it is, then thank you, Gavra. As I've gone to the wrong one, it's rules and flags. Yes, it is to reduce, so we won't get as much safety cars as we had in the freshman race. So that was just absolutely ridiculous. But here's the strategy according to AWS, or sponsored Ferrari. So it will be a lap 13 pit or to 18 pit, and it should be flat out to the line, as obviously there will definitely be a one stop, and I will be surprised if someone makes somehow 27 laps and does an Esteban Ocon, or maybe make maybe a letter on their tyre like Esteban Ocon did. We'll see some punctures. Certainly, Gavra, maybe some drivers will be expecting dry at the end of the Grand Prix, to try and carry the inters to that region when it's going to start drying up, and they might fall into the puncture territory. So the driver now warming out the tyres. Who is that? That's Piero at Parabolica, as Piero's off there. So Piero already facing some mistakes, as he's going to now line up on the grid. That is very, very unusual there from the Frenchman. But we're going to now get set for lights out, as Kevin Jutsi proves my point. There probably will be punctures, but you never know. So we line up on the grid. Everyone get prepared, get your popcorn. This is going to be a fun one. So let's now line up on the grid, with now Star Kicker taking the last grid slot, and he's going to now get ready to maybe get a surge to first. But now this is where the whole grid glitches out, but lights are counting down, as now we're going to be coming to racing. It's lights out, and away we go. The driver's going to have to get the best traction they have possibly can. Piero gets up, gets a good pod, gets a great start. Boniva and Shutsikev down to third. What a start from him, from the Swiss driver. That's an absolute fantastic start. That's Piero cutting the track. He gets a penalty there, like Shutsikev did yesterday. Shutsikev now on Piero. He's going to go around the outside of him. Everyone looking to be safe off the line, but Jutsikev, what a start from him. That was just absolutely stunning. Now he's going to go down the inside. Piero's going to have the outside, but the inside is just such a more viable way. And everyone makes contact. I believe, and that's Centuri on the gravel track there. Yellow flags fly at De La Rocha chicane, as everyone is off the line and struggling, and they're just on board with Centuri. Look how treacherous it is. As now that is Billy Musa trying to get to the inside of Starkicker, does get the move done, but now he's going to use his battery, which will be super easy to save. As now we've got a Starkicker now going down the inside of Billy Misu at Ascari. He does get the move done. Billy Misu drops down to 10th as we speak, as MC Coeli now close, but that is Billy Misu now. It's going to be maybe 3 wide into Parabolica. Yes, it is 3 wide into Parabolica, and I'm not sure. I think that's MC Coeli. Now going round the outside of to the inside. I mean, as he gets very loose on the rear there, that's going to lose some momentum and straight line speed. Billy Misu off clearly, as now it's going to be Starkicker now side by side with MC Cody heading into turn 1. MC Cody brakes late and locks up his tyres very heavily, and Starkicker does get ahead, and just looking how difficult it is to put the traction, as it's going to be Tenturi now wheel to wheel for a moment with Starkicker, and that was a very textbook move from Tenturi, as we'll start from him. Yeah, exactly, loves the red Piero down to P3, as that was just some race. Yeah, the conditions are very difficult for the drivers to cope to. F1 Lover looks to be struggling here in the conditions. 3 seconds now to Born Evil here, who's just with the top 4 is running their own race. And Pope's going to try and control the pace of the field, as we're going to be now seeing Toussaint now just behind Wiggly Style to see. Let's see, can Toussaint prepare his attack? Obviously ERS levels will be easy to save, but that is Starkicker going round the outside of Tenturi. Tenturi barges his way through, and now James will have the switchback on Starkicker. Now he's going to have got the inside, as both of them are using ERS. It's not going to be just really neck to neck, but just about. Starkicker manages to get ahead. JMB Cyril now maybe looking to the inside here, gets a bit of oversteer at the exit there. Really difficult conditions for him, it must feel like. So JMB Cyril's down into P13. I'm not sure what's happened to Unique J, because he's down by 30 seconds to JMB Cyril, so something's happened to him. Pope also seems to go, yeah, Pope does seem to have a pretty decent pace. He kept gaining on some quite of corners. Pope is just flying here. He didn't get caught up on any starts, stayed out of trouble. That is someone going very slowly at and that is JB Cyril, so I think he has spun or something must have happened, as JB Cyril down into P13 at the moment. Starkicker now super close to Tenturi here, who both are going to try and fight here for the mid outside the top 10 point. But now let's see from Tenturi's Red Bull rear wing, as there goes Starkicker just in the distance. He's not going to have enough to get the move done, but Tenturi is going to try and get the move done as quickly as possible. But here goes Wiggly Stalo on F1 Lover. F1 Lover's going to switch to the inside. That's a great move. Switchback of dreams there possibly for the British driver. Now they're going to be side by side through the very quick main straight, and now to the inside goes F1 Lover, but Wiggly Style will hold it round the outside. There's maybe a bit of contact between F1 Lover. F1 Lover gets forced a bit wide. Toussaint now gets caught in the act. There's a bit of contact between the pair of them. And now it will be Toussaint making very, very small taps, as just friendly taps between the pair of them. The two British two British they went to as Toussaint going wide there, as the Barbadian UK driver goes off the track, and F1 Lover down to P7 with Volanik just at the gearbox of F1 Lover. That is very close between them. Pope leading still the Grand Prix, as we've got now F1 Lover getting past Toussaint. It's nearly 3 wide now. MC Volanik going to go to the inside of Toussaint, as just about Toussaint does not make contact with him. as it's all fair and square between them. But now Tuesday will have the slipstream over Volanic. Yeah, Volanic moves to the left hand, Tuesday moves to the right hand side to go down the inside. Tuesday's gonna definitely send it as Volanic gets the position defended really nicely at stage P7. Tuesday now is gonna have another run on Volanic here. Now Tuesday is gonna now move to the inside as we can see the Mercedes edging maybe the Williams, as now they're going to be now side by side through turns 1 and 2. Bit of contact, F1 Lover getting very poor turns 1 and 2. Volanic's got Volanic defends from Toussaint now, but it's going to be a drag race down into the Della Roja chicane. As that is Volanic going on the grass. Toussaint capitalises the situation and goes down into P7. But now he could get another move done here. He's going to maybe look to the inside of him. But now MC Cody got past Volanic. Volanic maybe have hit the gravel trap. So they're struggling for traction. Toussaint getting ahead as we speak of F1 Lover. And this is a very nice fight between them. As F1 Lover is going to now try now defend from MC Korean here. He's super close to him. And that is someone slow at the Delaroche JMB Surreal once again off at Delaroche chicane. So F1 Lover losing quite a bit of time to Toussaint, so maybe F1 Lover just does not have the base in the wet. As Justy Kev sets the fastest lap for the Grand Prix, 129.9. Yeah, he is increasing the gap, but I think the pace is very similar. I think they're really equal on pace. So yeah, at the moment, Pope's just managing the gap and making sure everything is nice. Piero's just sitting behind here. Bon Evil and say, but here goes maybe MC coming on. F1 Lover not yet. I don't know about. To say now Volanic is going to be involved in this battle between FC Korea. FC Korea gets all out of shape at the exit of turn 2 now. Volanic's going to try and go around the outside of Gavra Grande. It's going to be a grande move from Volanic. It's not. It's going to be now to the inside at Della Roja chicane. He's going to get the move done. And MC Korea going all over the grass at the chicane as MC Korea down into P9. Volanic now going to try and get past F1 Lover here. He's got about 8 tenths as still Volanic going to try and now set his next opponent, who is F1 Lover, who tends to be very, very good at defending at times, but definitely F1 Lover will defend this. Volanic is going to try and give it everything to get past him. He's got about 20% TRS, as we're going to enjoy this camera shot. And now through Parabolica, now it's going to be a toe-to-toe between them. As Volanic now going to try and get past maybe F1 Lover here. He's closing in ever so slightly, as both of them are using ERS. Volanic doesn't have a lot of ERS, as Jutsikev is just about a second to Pope, so Jutikev's closing that gap slightly. Pope is losing a bit of time to Jutikev, so I think Jutikev is pushing here very hard to maybe get a challenge Pope for the lead of the Grand Prix. So Gavra just making a confirmation. Jutikev is closing in. The gap around 2 to 3 laps ago was about 2 seconds. And just about 2 seconds, just fluctuating between 1.8 and 1.2. 2 seconds now? It's about 1.3 seconds. So that gap is closing ever so slightly, as now Jutikev just about outside the second region of Kevin, as he's gonna maybe try maybe again in the second, but Volanic now maybe on F1 not using the ice, he turns it on, as now it's going to be side by side, maybe to Parabolica. Volanic keeps that Williams behind the Aston Martin, as now Yes, Martin is going to be forced to defend, but now it's going to be super easy for Vlanek to get past, as F1 is just a sitting duck, makes a mistake at Parabolica, and that's going to not help him, but F1 will have the slipstream effect, and now into turn 1, he's going to try and go round the outside. Vlanek has the inside. F1 is going to try and do the nice smooth round the outside. Vlanek will have the switchback of Dreams. MC Cooley loses it, nearly spins it to the wall. That's going to lose him a lot of time. Now here goes Vlanek at Curva Grande, and now approaching the Della Roja chicane. He's going to maybe send it on F1 Lover. He does. He gets the inside line. He forces F1 Lover a bit wide, and he's going to now go over the bumps, and he stays ahead. And it's a I think it was an illegal overtake there from F1 Lover. Yeah, nice overtake. But F1 Lover goes off the track and has to give the position to Vlanek. And now F1 Lover goes on the gravel there, so it's getting back to where 750 is now going to close in on this track. As Jutsi Kev and Pope just have pretty much equal pace here, as still just flying here. Pierre is trying to stick with them, but it's very difficult for them. Pope and Kev I was just about to say, yeah, they are getting away slightly every lap. Bornival though, just in no man's land here. Got a pretty nice gap, he's going to have to start running the pace and make sure no mistakes are made, and just get that gap nicely done. As Toussaint now slowly closing in into Wiggly style, so Toussaint going to try and fight Wiggly style here, and yeah, so the race closed down, but maybe not, as Centuri now going to have a switchback on Star Kicker, as there's a bit of contact between them, as now here goes Centuri to the outside, the Finnish driver gonna try and get the outside of the German Star Kicker. Now they're gonna be toe-to-toe into Yaskari chicane. Is gonna send the Star Kicker breaks later, and Star Kicker now leaves a bit of space. Contact thought it was gonna be a spin, as speaking of spinning, Centuri then loses the rear. How many laps? Ooh, that's very tough. Maybe around 18 laps, 20 laps. Oh, hello Valador Harris. Good evening to you. But yeah, I think we've got maybe around 17 or 20 laps early today. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would say the same too, Tabby. Yeah, around there. But look who was closed in. Yeah, no problem. Robert, but look who is right behind Pope, and that is Jutsikev, the man, the Rainmaster. Early today. Valda Harris. Oh, so basically, because of full quali, now we can't have him, because we have to have basically around 18 drivers to do full quali, I believe so, and we don't have that amount at the moment, sadly. Yeah, so we start at so we start at 8 o'clock BST and 9 o'clock EU time, but that is just to get a 3-second time penalty, and the end of Scary picks up a penalty. Now we're gonna look how much Pope has, and he's got 2 warnings, so one more warning as penalty for Pope, so it's not over yet, and Piero does have a penalty, but Toussaint just saying he's closing in. He's built about a 5-10 gap, as now Toussaint has gained a bit back on Star Kicker here, but still this battle between these guys is very, very intense. Yes, but Jutsikev now fighting here with Polpia, not close enough to make an attack. He's locking up tires frequently at that corner as a problem, but Yeah, definitely. So the Inters would take around 18. Now Pope makes a mistake there, as he's going to lose a small amount of time there. As they're going to be, and now it's going to be a fight here for the lead. We can't wait for this. Hopefully, it's going to be a very good battle. Good evening to Mason. Hopefully you're good and today, but yeah, we've got Hidrotikev trying to battle for the win as it's a wet race today here, possibly for the whole race. Point now gonna be forced to defend as it's gonna be a battle to the line. Yes, now it's just about 6 tenths separated from them. Pope may be looking to use a bit of VRS, as I just said correctly, but Hidrotikev just about 7 tenths behind as Pope locks up heavily there. Now Hidrotikev nearly ends Pope, I think, there. Hidrotikev now about 1.3 seconds behind now, so that lost him a lot of time. Pierre has gained a bit. 2-8 now, still gaining slowly onto Wiggly style as at the moment everything is pretty calm at the moment. Hidrotikev is still just about outside the second now. He's going to try and make that back up as he goes onto the gravel, and that's just making mistakes like these, it loses you a lot of time, and that's nearly a second taken after that, as that is going to hamper Hidrotikev a lot too. Jury goes into the pits, as it looks like it is getting a bit heavier. I have a bit of doubt, a bit of a mindset that I think it's getting pretty heavier. I think it's getting heavier lap by lap. It's slowly getting heavier because it wasn't that much freight pouring as Hidrotikev goes into the pits for his first start and final stop with the Haas crew, as they're gonna put him on some not slick tyres, the intermediates. Hopefully they won't go to the slick to medium tyres. It's going to be a glitch where Hidrotikev stays there for a second and now comes back as he's just behind Volanik, so he's going to face just a very small amount of traffic, so Hidrotikev not going to be held up a lot, but he's going to have this brand new intermediate tyres, will have more grip than Point at the moment. Yeah, Piero's going to be pacing. There was notification on Discord. It says the Gavra Racing is uploading a video. That's when we go live mostly. That's why. There was a notification, I think. I believe there was, yeah. Maybe Mason just didn't receive it, maybe. Oh, 2-8 has closed into Wiggly style now. So, after 3, 5, 6, 7 laps of just closing in by a couple tenths. Yeah, 2-8 just outside Wiggly styles of a second. 2-8 carries on. Pope is now into the pit, and there is Hidrotikev and Pope. Where is Pope? He's just exiting the pit. As this could be close, he's actually jumped Pope by a very big amount, and the undercut has treated a huge success to Hidrotikev, and that is gonna take the lead, and is now gonna take the lead of the Italian Grand Prix. This is gonna be a huge upset, and now Pope now gonna try and build a 2-second gap. 2-second gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Ooh, that is super important. Yeah, the undercut working to extremely as just switched to new tyres. He crossed the white line there. I thought we'd get a penalty for that. And yeah, just seeing there what Beamish have just done, yeah, that's how dangerous the curbs are right now. James will get a penalty for speeding in the pit as he just enters the pits. Kev now on to Saint, he has not pit yet, he's still due to pit in the phase of this race. Hello to Leon Lyman Sasha. Good evening to you. So, to Saint now gonna be definitely letting Kev pass here as to Saint. Now we're gonna dive into the pit as Kev goes wide. Nothing to see, just gives us the fastest lap of 129.8 and Pope will have a chance to maybe improve that lap as Pope is now about 2 seconds adrift from Kev. Yeah, his strategy is working really well as well as his comeback. That's yellow flags. Billy Meese's out of the Grand Prix. Is that gonna be a safety car? Is that gonna be a safety car or a VSC? We'll see. But that is Billy Meese out of the race, and if it was to normal, as everyone love a response, and gets a 1 minute 29.7, but no safety car. As we are happy, no safety car deployed, and as there is still yellow flag waiting for time today. But Pierre are now going to be leading this race for a couple of moments before he goes into the pits. Billy Musu has left the session, so Billy Musu ending his race his race is grinding to the halt. As just again will lead, but Piero still continues, so I think he's looking for the safety car. It's because the safety car setting that freshman, we've decided it's going to be reduced now from now on, because obviously, yes, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, literally, Pope sets 1 minute 29.5. So Pope, the Aston Martins are setting very good pace at the moment. Wheatley style about to set his lap as he improves by about a tenth. Also, Vlanik with a 1 minute 29.4. So Vlanik has the pace as well, so we've got a lot of drivers here with good pace, and this is very exciting to see. So we're like about 2 seconds behind Wigglystow, who's got a 19-second gap to Pope, as Saint about 5 seconds from Volanek and Memsicoli about 5 as well. Yeah, it is on reduced, yes, because of how much success there was for the after Tuesday, yeah, we decided definitely go to permanent reduced, because basically after every crash or someone DNFs, then it's definitely but yeah, I'm not sure if we just got a penalty. MC Kawili, I think, got a penalty of 3 seconds. Here's the penalties, if you guys are wondering of what the penalty is. I believe Toussaint has dropped so much back because he served that penalty before corner cutting, so Toussaint has no penalties. Has Born Evil into the pits now for his tyre change, as he's going to now go to the end of the race very comfortably on those tyres. Pope now building the gap back to Judzikev after he lost from the undercut, and hello to Stem Bias, that's Cass Technical, who did not win, unfortunately, the Premier Series race by 0.033 of a second, which is just absolutely ridiculous. But Cass did eventually won the race for like about 2 hours, but then the stewards announced it was, but Judzikev doesn't, not Judzikev, but yeah, Holland just about won by about 33 milliseconds, but they announced that Holland has won because obviously there's a glitch in this game that if you're like literally neck to neck at the race and across the line. The person who's behind the driver, then they'll obviously get like ahead. Oh, Mason does race. The Revcov. Mason does race. Oh, Pope setting on 129.3. Oh yeah, hello to Steph Vyers. Once again. So we've got rain as obviously really happy to see, but this freshman the pace. Definitely, but Pope is closing in here on Jutsikev as Pope is now going to try and do everything that he can to get Jutsikev here to catch up to him, because obviously, and this is for the race win for Pope, at the moment net P1, Piero is continuing on, so Piero might just maybe do the whole race on this stint. Okay, I think Piero might try and get those tyres to the end. I am absolutely hyped for this, because Piero now has got to save his tyres like Sergio Perez does, because now it's crucial that he has to, because if he doesn't, then his tyres are just going to be absolutely gobsmacked. And now Piero is going to try and get these tyres to the end. If he does, just kept setting 128.8, so just kept setting a very neat lap from Mercedes. Very hard. Yeah, using controller, it is supremely difficult to use without ABS. That's why it's with the wheel. When you have the pedals and the wheel, with the wheelbase and rim and all that. And obviously, it's so much better, as all that struts kept going off the track there, and he's got all out of shape, and that's just going to gain maybe about 2 to 3 tenths there. Yeah, Mason does use ABS because he finds it difficult to use, which is I do agree about that, because when I try to race without ABS yeah, definitely Tabby, but the thing is, his tyres might just be getting better. His tyres might be getting better, like, you never know, Tabby. Yeah, Piero's setting very decent laps. He's just now gonna try and just get to the end of the race. As that's sector 3, that's a Haas. And I start Jutsikev. No, that is JMB Surah. I thought that was Jutsikev for a moment, but that is JMB Surah at a Scarra chicane. And yeah, very strong. But you can go to the end of the race on the tyres you start on when it's wet, when it's dry. You cannot. It's against the relegation. So yeah. So I believe Jamie Sewell has spun once again. So Jamie Sewell just struggling. Yeah, he does go into the pit. I think he has maybe a bit of damage. As yeah, Jamie Sewell's race has gone from bad to worse, as Jutsikev now trying to do everything that he can. As Jamie Sewell out of this Grand Prix, retires in the pit lane as he calls his race there and grinds to a halt. So that is 2 hours of the race, maybe so with a big crash. So that's very unfortunate, but we need yeah, Piero's still going on his tyres, so Piero might get these tyres changed into slicks like Turkey. So let's see how will this go for Piero's, but it's going to be very interesting to see how will this go. So he's got about 14 seconds to then the leaders but Piero has that penalty, but I think he'll get removed. Can't afford to drop. Yeah, Piero can, yeah, definitely can. Also, that penalty probably get removed because I think that is really unfortunate that Piero got a penalty for corner cutting because he broke legs across the track. We'll see, Robert. We'll see if that will pay off. If it will, then it's going to be a very, very just a fantastic strategy. Pierre's got about 7 laps to go on these tyres. He can make them to the end, but they'll be absolutely done for at the end of the race. So let's see. Hopefully the time will say P for Pierre. We never know. So, Pierre now going to try and save these tyres. Volanic's now on to Wiggly Style here, who's now going to start defending here from Volanic to Saint. Not going to do anything about it. He's 6 seconds down. As Pierre is now starting lap 22 here in this Grand Prix. So Volanic now about 8 tenths. And Pope and Jutikev are keeping very, very, very similar pace. Here as F1 Lover and now slowly catching up to MC Korean using not that pace at the moment, but Volanic still trying to pressurize Wiggly Star here. So let's see how will Volanic come up to when it comes to the attack. Let's see how will he do it. So now on to the straights goes Volanic. So now he's going to gain a bit of time because of the ERS and maybe his setup, his wet or dry setup is very decent on the straight line, as most would say. So Volanic now is going to start pushing here and trying to get Wigstar does get a pretty poor exit, you know, and now he's going to have a bit of a good run, but he's showing very too far pretty much. Point now on Jutikev, and now Jutikev will defend. He probably has to get off the throttle there for a second. Jutikev is now down into P3 as Jutikev gets another penalty, so at 6 seconds. Now Point can't take a penalty. If he wants to, as Jutikev will have a very good run on him as he wins, and I don't think he wants them not to fight, so they don't lose time. But that is Pope into P2, not provisional P1, but Pope now weaving to break the 60 once again. Pope is now gonna, and now Jutikev will try and save them, force Pope to break very late, and he does that, and Pope does manage to get the defensive, and now Pope is now going to defend another chance as Jutikev looking very draggy in the straight line. He's got a lot of drag in our second does Jutikev, but yeah, he's just giving it absolutely everything, the pair of them. Pierre, I think that his strategy might pay off, but we'll see. His tyres starting to turn into a bit of interslicks here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm starting to have a bit of a fear now that Piero might get a puncture here very soon. So maybe Piero around 60% on his side. He's got about 13 seconds to Pope, so the gap is not going down as much as he didn't want. So yes, he wanted. I'm sorry, but yeah, Jutikev now about a second behind. So I think Jutikev has to call it P3 here after a fantastic drive. But Pope is now, but Piero now has got to save his tyres. And he's got 13 seconds, so he can save tyres. He can maybe lose 2 seconds a lap, he'll still stay ahead. As Piero now, he's just got to save the tyres. He doesn't have, just don't push, because it looks like he probably won the race after the best strategy for stock kickers out of this Grand Prix, and this could change everything. As that is a 4-course safety car. That is a 4-course safety car, and that is gonna save Piero. And now Star Kicker's out of, that's a massive crash. Star Kicker's out of this Grand Prix. And I think Piero's just been saved by that. And the safety car's deployed. As it doesn't say on my screen, but it is a safety car. And wow. Piero does not have to pit. He can go to the end on his tyres. He doesn't have to pit. He will obviously not get ahead, but I don't think he will pit. But the thing is, Pope doesn't have a penalty on Piero. Let's see, is he gonna pit? He does pit. And now we'll have to see. Piero, is it gonna be enough? This is gonna be Piero Pensoi. I'm not sure, but they're super slow now. Piero's just now visited. Mechanics Pope pit, and Jutsikev stays out, and he might have lost a bit of time. Piero's just behind Jutsikev. Pope into the pits. As maybe as Bornevo. Now, not definitely going to the pits, but Pope. And let's see, can maybe Bornevo get ahead of Pope? He does. Pope, but Bornevo gets into P3. And Bornevo could be at a chance to win this Jeep Grand Prix. But the safety car could be in this lap, but Bornevo is up to P3, behind pits as well as Brinkley Style, two seconds up to P5 now. This is getting very, very spicy indeed. But now Pope's down to P4, so Bornevo's now got the gap, and that is Pope cutting the track there. That's big. It's a big jump, and that could maybe have just about, or maybe damage his floor, maybe. It could have damaged his floor, but the safety car's in this lap, so Piero, and then he just get more, become de facto 6. Bornevo has to hurry up if he wants to go behind Piero. They are right there, so Bornevo is right there, Piero's right there, just about 10 behind. Now there is Bornevo, so Bornevo somehow is going to have a chance to win this race. As Pope has catched up, to say one left to catch, not catching up as much. But yeah, it's going to be now touch and go here for the race win here. Piero gets a fantastic run on Jutsikev. Now it's going to be the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. And now here goes Piero on Jutsikev. Gonna have the outside line, but Jutsikev sends it on Bornevo, and now Piero is gonna have the run. Jutsikev goes a bit too deep there at turn 1, but Jutsikev gets a very nice exit, and that's a massive crash, and that's Bornevo and crash, and that's his absolute calamity, and that is gonna end Bornevo's hopes for the race win. And that is gonna be definitely a lot of work for the stewards to do there. Bornevo jumps over the curbs, a bit of damage. Piero now puts Insane up to P3 now. And Pope down into P2 now. That is absolute calamity there. Piero, no front wing. Bornevo probably has no front wing as well. Pope now losing time to Jutsikev by a lot of times. I think Jutsikev, if he manages to gain half a second, 6 seconds somehow this lap, he will win this Grand Prix, but Pope looks to be setting to win. What on earth for this restart? Piero does have to hit Bornevo, and that was a massive crash, and Bornevo and Piero were the victims. And if you ask who's at fault, I am not sure, because I'm not sure what on earth has happened, but I believe. But Piero's continuing last up with no front wing, and Bornevo now on Piero. maybe it might attack this. As he does, he lets Born Evil pass. But what on earth is this Grand Prix? I am absolutely not sure, but I am absolutely shocked. As Ali cuts across the track of it, as now as really start getting a fine run on Volanic. Volanic now going to have a lot of lost chances here for P7 even. But what that was just amazing. I'm not sure what happened between Piero and Bonnie. They're definitely investigated. But here goes MC Curry now to the inside, and Piero's a bit of a affected, but MC Curry does get past Piero, and now he's going to go up to P5. Wittgenstein will definitely get past it with Volanic, so Piero I don't think might get P6 here because obviously the penalty, but Gavra has done a fantastic job to get P1, but unfortunately the 6-second penalty is not going to give him any chance of the win. It's going to be Pope taking the Italian Grand Prix Extenders Championship lead. Kev second, 2 Saints after a fantastic 5/10. If he got that, he would have got P2. Born Evil now P4. MC Curry now crosses the line to P5, so it's a good result for the Alpine team. Wiggly style onto P6. Volanic gets past Piero. Piero down to P8 from leading to the 8th after that crash. That was super unfortunate for Piero. F1 Lover down into P9 now through the final corner. Pope. As here goes our F1 Lover 2 across the line, gets the move done, gets the race done. Unit J will pick up the point. It's going to be 16 points for the Mercedes team. And now it's going to be Century, unfortunately missing out on the point. Unit J and Tucson have picked up points. And they and Brackley or Brixworth-based team have done a great job. So, no, you were not involved in that accident. It was Born Evil and Piero. They crashed, and Piero had done the front wing, and he done that in 2 laps. So, yeah, that was just some race, and I am absolutely scorched. But there's going to be a lot of work for the stewards to do, and that is no doubt. And that is the win. Piero, what happened between you and Born Evil? I'm really curious, but yeah, really unfortunate for you. Yeah, second win could have been up on your belt, but unfortunately didn't come your way. Century they're showing. But yeah, Kevin Jutsi, I'm sweating. That was a very good race from you after P9 to P2. That's a great, nearly like Hamilton, P11, the P10 to P1. So you needed a Hamilton there. What a race at the start. And that was start. Yeah, that was a start from you did a kind of a Schumacher-esque start. But yeah, I'll send now F1 Lover the results of the Grand Prix. But it's gonna be Pope taking the win from Jessica with the fastest lap. 2 Saints rounding off the podium after just an absolutely frantic race. Born Evil 4th manages to get some solid points after that crash with Piero. MC Coeli 5th, Wiggly Star 6th, Volanic 7th. Piero suffered a lot from that crash and he is up to P8. FLO from 3rd to 9, not good for him. Uni J as well, good qualifying, but not the race he would have wanted. Centuri misses out on the points. Star Kicker, Billy Misu, JMB Surreal, and Star Kicker were the I feel like Russell Secure 2020. Yeah, but definitely. But I'll send it in Discord. Yeah, definitely. GG, hello to Nabble Sick. Good evening. But yeah, I feel like. Yeah, definitely. But that is gonna be the entire weekend for the Wayne Leagues wrapped up and sealed. So that was a fantastic race. So join tomorrow for the GT Sport League racing for tomorrow. Group A, Nazi will do Group A and Group B on Friday and Saturday, so make sure you join that one very soon with yeah, thanks Gavra, really appreciate it. Thank you Robert Codfather and Cheers Tabby. So on, and then on Sunday is going to be the weekend league, so it's going to be me and Low Lion taking you there. I'm not sure what track, but I think it's going to be around maybe Hungary or Spain or something. Not Spain, or Silverstone, something like that. Oh no, Zandvoort next. Zandvoort's next for the weekend league on Monday. Academy Nazi, and then on Tuesday it's going to be me and Geek Fusion, hopefully, if he is able to. And on Wednesday it's going to be Born Evil and Toussaint for the Premier Series. And on Thursday, this time next week at 8 o'clock, make sure you join us. And make sure you have a great evening and have a great week, everyone. It's been a great to commentate this. Thank you, Gavra, and thank you everybody for joining. And that is going to be it. Thank you, and see you all very soon, hopefully.